was our killer whale family showing off their incredible size, speed, power, and complex learning abilities. These behaviors keep our whales active and engaged. SeaWorld's killer whales have inspired generations to care for our natural world, and we are excited to share their story with you today.
Killer whales are the ocean's top predator. They use cooperation and communication, not just size and strength, to take their place at the top of the ocean's food web. At the bottom are small animals, like krill. At the top, the apex predator, the killer whale. Killer whales are as big as a bus, faster than an Olympic swimmer, high flying and powerful.
We're going to see all of that and more. These behaviors contribute to an environment that is full of enrichment.
We spend days, weeks, months, and years building relationships with our whales. This creates trust, and that allows us to do some amazing things. For example, when you visit the doctor, you present your arm to draw blood, or step on the scale to see how much you weigh. It's much the same with our whales.
Today, we'll see the whales moving together in unison. These synchronized behaviors strengthen social bonds and enable them to problem solve as a group. Working together as a team makes them the ocean's top predator. Scientifically known as Orca, commonly called killer whales. Here at SeaWorld, we call them Katina, Nalani, Malia, Trua and Makaio, our killer whale family. Makaio is the youngest whale at just 9 years old, and the oldest is Makaio's mother, Katina, who is 44 years old. Katina is also the matriarch or leader of our pod. Now here at SeaWorld, our training techniques create a language between us and the whales. It's a language of learning through positive reinforcement, encouragement, commitment, and care. Through these techniques and our relationships, the whales learn to trust us. Now, as trainers, you'll notice we're always coming up with new and creative ways to reward or reinforce the animals. You'll see us in the show, sometimes rubbing them down. The whales have very sensitive skin. They enjoy those rub downs on their backs or their flippers or their tail flukes. They also enjoy ice cubes and toys. As you can see, Trua and Makiao both here are playing with a couple of their favorite toys. These are what we call bucket lids, and we've conditioned them to find these toys reinforcing. Of course, we use fish to reward the animals, but believe it or not, most often, fish isn't their favorite. They have a lot of different ways that they respond positively to the ways that we reward or reinforce good behavior. And that's exactly what you're seeing right now with Trua and Makaio. Well done, you guys. Now, the whales also learn to trust us and even take a role in their own health and well-being, and we're going to demonstrate a few husbandry or healthcare behaviors in just a minute. Now we have Trua and Makiao out here, two of our male killer whales. This is Trua right here. He's going to be demonstrating some body measurements. As biologists that work with the animals, behaviorists that train the animals, we also work with a lot of different associations during research. And what we do from a very young age is we train or condition the whales to allow us to track their growth. This is information that would be impossible to gain in the wild. So as you can see right here, Trua is demonstrating what we call a pectoral flipper measurement. Now Trua weighs in at about 6,000 pounds. As you can see, he has very large pectoral flippers. But ever since Trua was born 14 years ago, we've been training or conditioning him to not only allow us to track the growth of his pectoral flippers, his dorsal fin, his tail flukes, his entire body girth. All of these measurements contribute to a lot of important information that we use as SeaWorld, as a corporation, when we're working with our research projects and partners around the world. So thanks a lot, Trua. Appreciate that, Stacy. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to have Makaio join us here at Slide Out, and we're going to demonstrate how we weigh the whales. Now, you may ask yourself, how on earth do you weigh a killer whale? Well, in one of our adjacent pools, we have a giant killer whale size scale. And we train or condition the whales to slide their bodies up and out of the water onto that scale. You can see Trua doing the behavior over at stage. And right here is Makaio. Now, for those of you who are up close, you saw how big Trua's pectoral flippers were. Look at Makaio's. He's still got a lot of growing to do. Trua weighs in at about 6,000 pounds. Makaio here is right around 3,800 pounds. So he's got a lot of growing, like I said. You'll notice, though, the portion of his body from his dorsal fin to his tail flukes is in the water right now. That is the powerhouse of the whale. It's called their peduncle. It's very muscular and very heavy. If we were to weigh Makaio with his peduncle still in the water, we wouldn't be weighing the whole whale. But we're able to solve that problem by simply asking Makaio to raise his tail up and out of the water. Nice job, big man. Training this posture enables us to ensure accuracy so that we know the younger whales are growing properly and that the older whales are maintaining a healthy weight.
And the care isn't just physical. Mental stimulation and play are vital, and we surprise and engage with our whales at every opportunity. Play is how killer whales teach their young to hunt. And for the adults, play is important too. It seems that they just enjoy having fun. Making time for play is an important part of life for killer whales and for us.
Hey everybody, I'm hanging out down here by the glass with Trua and some of my new friends. You guys having fun? All right. I have a question for all you kids out there. Who likes to play? Kids, I said who likes to play? I love to play. Killer whales actually love to play as well. You saw those guys playing with their toys just a few minutes ago. Not only do they play with their toys, but they also learn a lot by playing. They also learn through things called mimicry and observational learning. From a very young age, killer whales learn important life skills by playing games like Follow the Leader with their mothers and other whales. And we're going to put that to the test today with Trua here and these first 3 rows. All right, you guys ready to help me out? What I want you to do is stay right where you are, but just go ahead and stand up. First 3 rows, you guys are going to stand up. Now, you guys are going to be the leader, and we're going to see if Trua can follow your movements, all right? Now, don't do anything yet, but when I say go, I want you guys to put both hands up over your head and wave your hands. Not yet. I'll tell you when. All right. I'm going to make sure Trua is watching you guys. Hands up. Go for it. Big wave with those hands. Hey, everybody, take a look at Trua. He's got it! Nicely done, everybody. Thank you very much. As you can see, Trua was watching you very closely. Killer whales are very curious animals, and we often see them jumping completely out of the water to get a better look around. And we're going to put that to the test today with a behavior called a bow. Watch over at stage, everybody. Trua's going to be coming up and out of the water, and when he does, let's all give him a great big cheer. Nicely done, Trua. Now, like I said earlier, Trua weighs in at about 6,000 pounds. Although Makaio is only around 3,800 pounds, he also can do a pretty big jump that comes with a pretty big splash. Megan, you got your team ready? All right, team, there's your instructions. You remember that signal Megan's going to show you. Now, this behavior is called a breach. Killer whales breach not only to get a good look around, but most often we see them breach to show off. There's the signal. Nice job, everybody. Makaio is making his way down to the bottom of the pool. He's taking that run. Megan's going to mark the position where we're asking him to do that breach. There it is, and here he comes. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear for Trua, Makaio, and all of our volunteers. SeaWorld's research and observation of the killer whales in our care has shed light on many mysteries about these amazing animals. For example, we know that the gestation period of a pregnant killer whale is 17 months. That's information that would be impossible to gain in the wild. Some information, however, can only be gained through field research. That's why SeaWorld partners with such groups as the Norwegian Orca Survey and NOAA to advance global education. Killer whales are powerful animals, and perhaps the best expression of that power is when we've seen them hunt.
Killer whales stand apart. They have no natural predators, and just about any other ocean animal could be their dinner. Depending on where they live and their chosen prey, they've developed some epic hunting techniques. Off the coast of South America, killer whales will beach themselves, riding in on waves just long enough to catch prey. They'll also create waves that knock animals like penguins or seals from ice cliffs. Most importantly, they cooperate, communicate, and coordinate as a team. Here's footage of killer whales corralling a school of herring. A whale dips in and feeds, while the other whales keep the fish together with swipes of their tail flukes.
So killer whales create waves when they hunt, and they use their tail flukes to stun their prey. You're about to see a demonstration. For our whales, it's a high-energy activity session. But for you, it means it's time to get wet. Well, as you can see, killer whales are amazing athletes, and they can eat several hundred pounds of food every day. In the wild, killer whale diets vary depending on where they live and time of year. Unfortunately, overfishing, pollution, and other factors are having a serious impact on some killer whale populations.
Killer whales are impressive animals, and it's pretty obvious why they're the top predator in the ocean. That means killer whales are invincible, right? Wrong.
Killer whales depend on a plentiful food source and a clean environment. They're completely dominant, yet completely dependent.
When it comes down to it, killer whales are not the most powerful animal in the ocean. We hold the future of killer whales and the oceans in our hands.
Killer whales continue to surprise
needs our help, and that seems overwhelming. But together, we can make it happen.
There's so much to learn.
So much to protect. So much to explore. The killer whale story is still being written.
And there are simple things we all can do to make a difference.
All it takes is one. One choice.
One positive act. One ripple that can grow and grow.
And change the world.
Together, we've got this.
So much mystery.